So you're over 50 years old and you want to get those six-pack abs. Can you do it? Yes, you can. I'm going to show you how coming up next. Hey, this is Coach John Hansen, Natural Mr. Olympia and three-time Natural Mr. Universe winner. And in this video, I'm going to show you how to get your abs back if you're over 50 years old. Now, depending on your lifestyle and what you've been doing over the last 10 or 20 years, or maybe more, it may have been a long time since you last saw your abs. But believe me, they're still there. They might be temporarily buried under some extra body fat right now, but they are still in there waiting to come out. And at the end of this video, I'm going to show you some examples of guys who are over 50 years old, and they were able to make great progress and see their abs again after only a few months' time. These are just normal guys who let themselves get out of shape, and they were able to lose fat and gain muscle in less than 90 days. So stick around to the end of this video for these success stories, which will really inspire you. Okay, so to start off, I'm going to tell you the key to losing body fat and looking muscular after the age of 50 is to increase your metabolic rate. On this video, I'm going to give you 4 tips that you can follow to increase your metabolism, lose body fat, and gain muscle. Following all 4 of these tips is going to put you on the fast track to looking lean and muscular. Okay, the first tip is to eat several small meals per day. Now, I know intermittent fasting is very popular right now. Intermittent fasting is when someone will follow an extended fast, which lasts anywhere from 12 to 18 hours, and then eat 1 to 2 meals during the day after you break your fast. Now, the theory behind intermittent fasting is that your body's going to release more growth hormone while you're in a fasted state. Growth hormone is responsible for processing stored body fat for energy. So the more growth hormone you release, the leaner you'll be in theory. However, in order to increase your metabolism, you need to do the opposite of intermittent fasting. Instead of eating only 1 or 2 meals a day, try eating 5 or 6 smaller meals during the day. See, every time you eat a meal, your body has to expend energy to digest the food that you've just eaten. This process is going to increase your blood sugar level, and your hormones are going to be put to work while digesting this meal. As long as you're eating the right foods and the right macronutrients and calories, these smaller and more frequent meals will help you get leaner, not fatter. My second tip is to engage in intense weight training anywhere from 3 to 5 times a week. Weight training, of course, is going to build muscle. When you do weight training, you're going to utilize sugar or carbohydrates for energy. So if you're not burning fat, how can weight training help you get leaner? Well, first of all, building more muscle overall will help you increase your metabolism. Muscle tissue is an active tissue on your body. It requires more energy because muscle is always being activated and twitching and moving. Fat, on the other hand, is inert tissue. It just sits there and it slows your body down. Muscle increases metabolism, fat decreases metabolism. But in addition to the added muscle increasing your metabolism, the process of building muscle also increases your metabolic rate. When you do an intense weight training routine, your body uses stored glycogen in the muscle cells for energy. After a workout, that glycogen is depleted, and then it is restored back into the muscle cells when you eat carbohydrates. This continuous process of depleting and then restoring glycogen in your muscle cells will boost your metabolism in a way that regular cardiovascular exercise never could. The more intense your weight training program is, the more you will increase your metabolism. All right, my third tip is to record your weight and measure your waist every week. In order to make progress, you need to know where you are now as well as where you want to get to. A lot of people don't like weighing themselves because they don't want to know how much they weigh or they don't want to know how big their waist is. Believe me, you do want to know. Your weight, and even more importantly, your waist measurement, are barometers of your progress. You have to look at these numbers every week to make sure that you're making progress and that the program you're following is working. If it's not, that's valuable feedback you can use to your advantage. If your weight and your waist measurement are staying the same week after week, You'll have to adjust your macros and maybe even your training in order to see some progress. When I'm dieting to lose body fat, I want to see my waist measurement go down by at least 1/4 of an inch every week. Now, along with the reduction in my waist, my body weight is sure to go down as well. A good goal to shoot for as far as body weight loss is about 1.5 to 2 pounds a week. If you're following a weight training program to build or maintain muscle while you're losing the fat, this small amount of weight loss is perfect. And my fourth and final tip for increasing your metabolism is to figure out your macros every day and stick to the plan. This is extremely important for making progress in your fat loss plan. In fact, I'll go so far as to say that if you make a mistake with this aspect of your program, you will most likely plateau and make no progress. You have to follow the exact amount of protein, carbohydrates, and fat to consume, along with the optimum amount of calories that will allow you to slowly lose body fat, build muscle, and have the energy to do productive workouts all at the same time. When I coach my clients, this step of calculating the exact amount of macronutrients they need to make progress is the #1 step for seeing success each week. Now, some people make the mistake of thinking they can outwork their calories and lose weight. In other words, they follow the concept of calories in, calories out. But changing your body fat composition by losing fat and building muscle is more complicated than just calculating how many calories you're burning every day. Remember, the key to getting lean and staying that way is to ultimately increase your metabolism by losing body fat and gaining muscle. In order to do that, you need to feed those muscles with the correct macronutrients, but still eat below your calorie maintenance to slowly lose the fat. In my role as an online fitness coach with Pro Physique, I've had the opportunity to work with many men and women who are trying to get in shape for the Pro Physique Transformation Challenge. These individuals had only 90 days to lose as much body fat as possible while still maintaining or building muscle in order to see the greatest change in their body composition. So I want to show you a few examples of these success stories. This is Steven. He's 59 years old. Steven lost 3 inches off his waist in 90 days, and he added 5 pounds of muscle at the same time. What's really impressive about Steven's progress is that he tightened up the skin on his lower abs at almost 60 years old. This is really hard to do, but his dedication to the diet really helped him to not only lose the fat, but also tighten up the skin. I was also impressed that Steven added several extra pounds of lean muscle tissue while he was losing the fat. Now let's take a look at John. John was 53 years old, and he reduced his waist size from 38.5 inches to 34.5 inches in just 3 months. John also lost 12 pounds of body weight during this process, and he was only doing cardio 3 times a week, which shows how much fat he was able to lose by doing mostly weight training and following the proper nutrition program. John's metabolism was increasing so much during this fat loss phase that I actually had him add a refeed day once a week in which I increased his calories and carbs to keep his metabolism going. And now I want to show you Craig. Craig was 52 years old, and he made amazing progress by losing 5 inches off his waist in only 12 weeks. Craig also dropped his body weight by 22 pounds, but he was able to maintain the muscle size on his arms and legs by engaging in an intense weight training program while dieting to lose the fat. And of course, I got to mention my own success story. Now, I've been weight training consistently all my life, but I do, on occasion, let myself get out of shape too, and then I need to start a fat loss diet to get ripped and get back in shape. On my before picture here, you can see me with a 36.5-inch waist, and my abs are clearly hidden under inches of extra fat. However, after a good 12 weeks of dieting and some intense weight training, I'm right back to having ripped abs with a tight 33-inch waist. And before I end this video, I want to show you one of my heroes, my good friend Murrell. This is a picture of Murrell at 70 years old. Check out those abs. Murrell was a competitive bodybuilder since his mid-20s, and he strictly followed the fitness lifestyle over the last 50 years. When I was promoting natural bodybuilding competitions in Chicago, Murrell would always enter these contests every year, and he would bring the house down because of his unbelievable development, especially his abs. He would enter the open competitions against guys 40 to 50 years younger than him, and he would beat many of them. Murrell's a perfect example of what's possible at any age if you follow the right training and nutrition plan. All right, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. please hit the like button and subscribe to the channel for more informative and inspirational videos just like this. And if you want to sign up for a 3-month plan to change your physique, click the link below in the description box and I'll get you started on creating a whole new physique for yourself. If you have any questions for me, you can email me at naturalolympia@gmail.com or hit me up on my Instagram page at John Hansen 1. Think big, train hard, and I'll see you next time. Take care.